guys? It's your Brian here, aka the Quick Kush or Beast Spring, whatever you want to call me, and I'm back with another one, with another reaction here today. I'm probably gonna tell a little story time near the end of the reaction. I hope you all enjoyed. Please check out the links below. I cannot wait. Pretty soon, hopefully by the end of this month, by the 29th or the 25th at the earliest, at the very earliest. If not the 30th, at the very latest. I'm going to drop some new mods, some bongs, all that shit, and very custom designs. You can also hit me up if you guys want custom made bongs with your own very custom designs, shit like that. I have more info explaining that down in the description below on my Facebook or on my IG store page. Either or, check them out. Appreciate it, and yeah, I hope you enjoy that shit. Let's get into this shit. Hope you're all doing good. Grab whatever you need that you use to relax and chill out. Watch shit like this. Let's get into this shit. I hope you all enjoy.
Residential areas are safe, but this case reveals a different reality. On the 4th of July, 19-year-old Matthew was celebrating the holiday with his family and friends at home. Everything was going well until they noticed a white Kia driving a little too fast. When the neighbors asked them to slow down, someone from the rear seat suddenly shot Matthew.
Starting today, I am going to be full out streaming 69 every night, Monday to Friday. On the weekends, I only switch every now and then on the weekends, so I don't really switch that much on the weekends.
At first, the kids thought it was fireworks, but then they saw Matthew lying on the ground in a pool of blood. The family frantically dialed 911, seeking immediate medical assistance.
I'm not usual tired that I normally be when I be reacting to this shit. Damn, what the fuck? Why does she have a whip in her hand?
Medics arrived on the scene within minutes and began life-saving procedures. But this case reveals a different reality. On the 4th of July, 19-year-old Matthew was celebrating the holiday with his family and friends at home. Everything was going well until they noticed a white Kia driving a little too fast. When the neighbors asked them to slow down, someone from the rear seat suddenly shot Matthew.
So my setup, I have 2 different screens. I have my computer, my tablet, my monitor, my TV, right? So either my laptop, on some occasions, either my laptop or my tablet will be connected to my monitor, HDMI adapter and all that shit. You connect to my tablet or my monitor.
Kids thought it was fireworks.
Because I do have a keyboard port
Matthew
with my
lying
tablet
on the ground in a pool of blood.
And a Bluetooth
The family frantically dialed 911, seeking immediate medical assistance.
I do stream from my console or from my PC and shit like that, or laptop, but I mostly record story times and shit like that on either my laptop or my tablet or my monitor. So like everything you're seeing to me is on my monitor screen and shit like that. But it being
medics arrived on the scene within minutes and began life-saving procedures on Matthew, who was still breathing.
If I have to edit, or put my
and exited through the back of his head, while another had gone through the window and into the house.
Because I've been getting a lot of few DMs and people that ask me about that. It's a weird little setup, but like, I prefer it this way.
All pressure. Matthew, you fighting, Matthew. Matthew, you fighting for us.
Hey, can we have everybody back up? We're gonna have medics coming in here. Everybody back up towards the front, please.
Damn.
The white Kia was the second car that was driving.
I'm so confused. Hold up. My bad, y'all.
We're like, hey, slow down. There's kids, there's dogs. Like, slow down.
Frantically dialed 911, seeking immediate medical assistance.
I'm so confused.
It's generally assumed that residential areas are safe, but this case reveals a different reality. On the 4th of July, 19-year-old Matthew was celebrating the holiday with his family and friends at home. Everything was going well until they noticed a white Kia driving a little too fast.
Oh, drive-by. That's what happened. I was like, what the fuck?
Someone from the rear seat suddenly shot Matthew.
Holy shit. Someone smoked. Oof. Dropped. God damn, that kid dropped. Like a sack of potatoes.
At first, the kids thought it was fireworks, but then they saw Matthew lying on the ground in a pool of blood,
Was that a
the
hit?
family frantically dialed 911,
Was that accidental
seeking
or was that a
immediate
hit,
medical
guys?
assistance.
Shit, bro. Rock. Oh, yeah. Yeah, they're popping on me.
Medics arrived on the scene within minutes and began life-saving procedures on Matthew, who was still breathing. One bullet had entered his
Who are they
temple
aiming
and
for, though?
exited
That's
through
what
the
I'm
back of
wondering.
his head, while another had gone through the window and into the house.
Hey, can we have everybody back up? We're going to have medics coming in here. Everybody back up towards the front, please. The white Kia was the second car that was driving.
Close your eyes, that's some tree.
We pull out in the street.
I didn't want to show the pipe or bomb on video because I'm trying not to get
Dude in the back
racist.
seat of the Kia, the second car.
But at the same time, I do
They
put
smashed
like
off and
my
they
video
started
clip
firing
out
out the
anyway.
window.
It is technically
3 shots.
meant for 18
And I saw
over,
the
but
spark come out the back window.
I'm trying not to be
Which
18.
car did that come from?
The Kia, the 4-door Kia.
I want everyone to be able to watch it. It's not really for like subscribers or the views, mainly because I want my kids to react to story times. I want all that shit. I want something to be left behind when I die, whether it's my channel or my brand, whatever. I want something mine to be left behind. God himself.
Like he was shooting in the air, I feel like the recoil pushed it down. And it was like he shot 5 times, it was completely all tinted, and it was the back passenger seat right here.
So you guys, I know it's hard to remember, but can you guys remember? So what we got so far is a white Kia sedan.
I don't know. I thought it was a Mercedes. I don't know. It was a white car. It was like
Just a white car.
It was a white car. It was tinted. The windows were black. We didn't see anything. And we were just waiting. And then he said it's a white sedan. It's a white sedan.
All we have is a white sedan.
I don't see it either. It's a Kia or a Mercedes. I don't know. It looked like a
Hold
new
up,
car.
Sarah.
And he was
Hold up, guys. Let me find another one. I want to find another better one than this shit. Oh, damn.
Interested in GLP-1s for weight loss?
No, let's go.
Worried
This
about high
is
costs
the
and
one.
hidden
This is the
markups?
one. This is
Good
the one. I don't
RX
know why
now
I didn't
offers
put this one when I was looking
monthly
earlier. This is the one.
An
This is the
Uber
one.
Eats delivery driver was about to make his last delivery when he received a call from his wife at 6:45 p.m. He told her that he'd be home soon and stopped by his last drop point. All was okay until he pushed the doorbell. For a few minutes, nobody answered the door. It was then opened by a huge man with tattoos all over his face.
God damn.
His name was Oscar. Randall did
How the
not
fuck
return
do you
home
even
that
own a
night. The next day,
That's one thing I don't
Oscar took out a few
understand, bro.
garbage
How
bags
does
along with his
anyone have a
driver
job with all
and
that on
dumped them
their
in the
face,
trash
bro?
bin near his house, unaware of the CCTV cameras. Meanwhile,
I ain't
Randall's
judging
family
knowing
and
that
the police were
you have
searching
all
for
that
him for
shit.
2 days around
my
the same
point of view,
property.
that's bad.
Nobody knew what had happened to Randall until Oscar's roommate
But think about
arrived
it, when you get
and showed
old,
them the
bro, all
chilling
that your
CCTV
face, you have all
footage.
them wrinkles with all
This was
that ink on,
absolutely
bro.
a
That sounds
horrific
like
crime of
horrible.
passion. This person, you always say,
I get on your
this
arms
is demonic.
and shit. Damn.
The faces of
Hey?
officers have been blurred by the sheriff's department.
Shit, that's a
We
little
tried
too
our
much,
best to
yeah.
get them to not do this, but they said that it is for officer safety, and they are allowed to do it under Florida law.
Oh, this
We
happened
know
in
it's
Florida,
super
damn.
annoying, but please bear with us and watch the whole video. This is a
Oh, I
rarest
am,
of
don't
rare
worry.
case.
I'm gonna watch the whole goddamn.
Maybe it's someone behind this house watching the back of this house, so I'll get whoever just pulled up to go
How the
back
fuck did they even figure out? How the fuck did they even find a body?
I have consent.
Why are they blurring out their faces, bro? Like, no one ain't gonna care who they are.
I opened up the garbage bag. One had the guns, the other one had their legs. I stopped at the legs. Like I'm at the main one.
Another thing, why do their badges look like they're Chicago police if they're in Florida? I mean, I get it looks like Florida, but still.
From the homeowner?
Why do their badges look like they're Chicago police, bro?
He's just handing you guys everything.
CPD. Yeah, bro, their badges really look like the same as CPD. Why? I thought all badges were different because I could afford New York badges to have their own design, Arizona badges have their own design.
So our detectives, the right thing, they asked for permission to go through the trash bags to go in the trash bags. There were several of them.
Why does Florida's badge look
unfortunately,
like
what we found
Chicago's
inside of
badge?
some of those trash bags was human remains.
Surveillance
Oh, wait,
camera
never mind.
footage
Texas
captured
badge kinda
Randall
looks
waiting
like
at
the
the
same
door
shit,
before
just a
being
little
abruptly pulled inside by Oscar.
Never mind, squad. Never mind, guys. I'm over here tripping. Which is that have you go to because I'm
Watch the video.
seeing every different.
He's a guy just like everybody else is trying to make a living for his family,
design
and you can actually see the victim walking up to the house to deliver food. But the video cuts off.
Reports indicate that he was stabbed 35 times inside the house.
The suspect, Oscar Solis, was carrying trash bags with another individual, and you can see them carrying these trash bags around the side of the house.
The only other thing I can think of is them must have one sick motherfucker. Because they ain't no way. 35 times, bro? Damn.
We haven't confirmed because we can't see the face or anything. We just dug through some inside, some guts.
Yeah, that's what you said.
And then they were like, they saw what they thought was a foot, so they called the lieutenant. Lieutenant's like, listen, don't it up. But just verify it's a foot, so they opened it a little more after patching it in. So, and they stopped at that point.
Officers were not yet sure if he was inside the house, but they were about to determine his whereabouts through his roommate, whose statements would change the course of the case.
So we haven't confirmed that it is the victim, but I mean, somebody's dead. Yeah, if there's somebody's not very likely that too. That was a dead man.
Well, on his checklist, he's supposed to have a suspicious.
I'm just so curious how this played out. Like, he was here for like 30 minutes. There was nothing suspicious about it. Every guy does that.
They don't.
And then it just went dead.
One of the neighbors provided the police with crucial information about the murderer, which would help identify him.
The other neighbors?
I do not. I've met the one guy one time.
What's that guy look like?
Covered in tattoos.
When did you meet him?
About a month ago.
So you've lived here for a month. How many
Regular square ass.
It was like literally like 3 or 4
One of them
days after I
fools
moved
that
in. So I'm
you can
here
tell
to
he's
help
trying to
my
keep
mom
that
out.
top, bro. He's trying to keep his hair on the
Can't
square.
remember
If my hair was already that much gone, bro, I just saved that shit. I'm used to it. I used to do it with nothing but a fade. A 0 and a 1 on the top of my head, bro. I wouldn't give it to you. My hair was that much gone, I would have got rid of that shit.
In prison in
What's
California?
with the, what's
I
with
don't know if it was California
My
or not.
hair's
He
gonna
just
go
mentioned that he had gotten done with 12 years in prison.
wrap around,
Do you
no.
know what he went to prison for?
No, he didn't go into details about it.
Okay.
And then the only other thing I assume is that he may have been a gang member just because the way his tattoos were presented.
Man, shut up. I hate when anyone say that shit, bro. I can have sleeves and my chest full of tattoos, nigga. That don't mean I'm part of no gang. I can have guns and bullets in the
as it
clock
suggested he
and
was likely
fucking
a member of the Mara
reps and shit along
Salvatrucha
with
gang,
teardrops next line. That don't
commonly known
mean
as
I'm part of no gang. What the
MS-13.
fuck?
Although their
He's gonna
leader,
go there.
Ernesto Miranda, was killed in 2006, the gang remains active to this day.
Well, because 90% of the time there's no person contact. You just set stuff down at the front door and leave. But like, was he gonna just wait for the trash guy to come pick this up? It would
Went there. I already knew he was gonna say something about either the cartel, Serranios, or M113.
Detectives went to the
I
house,
already knew he was gonna go there.
walked around it. There was nothing really suspicious on out there. Nobody answered the door. And so there's actually a body of water across the street. They looked over there to see if maybe something happened. There was no evidence of anything
My
going
bad.
on.
I would have my
We held
gamer
the scene
chair.
as a
Someone
crime
decided to
scene.
chew it up.
We were waiting for Emmy, the medical examiner, to come out. Forensics
That
came
little
out.
asshole. I had a nice little office chair that looked like a gamer chair. I just got it yesterday. Not yesterday. I got it like 3 days ago. Well, on the same day I got it, he chewed up the seat. So now I had thrown it away. I was so mad. That shit cost me $45. I was like, bro, and I normally keep it in my closet. But I forgot to put it up on the same day, that night. The night of the day I got it, gone. I was pissed. Not because it cost me $45. I can give a shit about that. That ain't nothing. Because I didn't even have that shit for a day. Now I gotta fucking order. I'm not gonna buy another office chair. I'm gonna get me a nice good one. This gamer chair. I don't even game like that either. I just like stream it. But yeah.
With K-12, kids learn where they feel safe. Whether they're enjoying personalized instruction from certified teachers,
I don't keep
lots
my
of
dog
class
up.
choices from a leading curriculum, or
At
working
night
at their
while
own
I'm
pace.
asleep or whatever, I don't keep her locked up because she won't do nothing. She only choose certain things like for example, shoes,
When detectives spoke with the murderer's roommate who lived with his wife and child, he revealed that they had heard a loud noise coming from the murderer's bedroom on the night Randall delivered the food. Feeling uneasy, they decided to leave the house and book a hotel room for the night. 2 days later, it was this roommate who provided the surveillance camera footage to the police.
So the point was, I'm so glad that we moved out. I stayed in a hotel that Oscar Jr.'s escalating.
I just wish I had it more than a day, not gonna lie, bro.
Gotcha.
I wanted a better trick, but I could deal with it.
He had been in parole in Indiana. He had just moved down to Florida back in January. And so you'll hear his background is a very violent individual.
Man, fuck his background. I already know, I can tell with his background. The way he from that door saying cheese.
I'm going to sue you. You're going to pay me. I called his dad.
Well, I know what people say about my background. If I would open the door to them, they'd be like, oh, this is a goofy ass, reckless ass, crashed out ass nigga. One of those kind of shit. Because I'm all three.
I was locked out last night from the front door. There's a bolt on the top.
So you have a key for the side door, and then you said the front one had a deadbolt.
I'm still kind of good, but I'm not reckless or crashed out. Remember that shit. I learned my lesson. I call my case back here. I'm good.
Oh, there's a lock on the top. Okay.
That's what I was telling him. I was locked in the way. I was locked out last night.
I don't care about the background. I guarantee you, I can guess what that nigga did.
I remember I have a spare key inside the AC unit on the side of the side desk. We went through the garage.
And PPA.
My wife in. So that's when I saw a lot of different evidence. And I told them about if there's even a hammer there. I didn't see any blood anywhere.
The roommate told the officers that Oscar had placed the dismembered body in a trash bag and moved it out with the help of a driver hired by his father.
Nah, yeah,
The driver was unaware of the bag's contents.
Bro, his father got him a cleanup
This
crew?
wasn't the only crucial information the police received.
Oscar Jr. has a fascination.
Because my dad was never, bro. My dad was like,
I don't know
fucking
about
stupid.
those young kids kind of
Get out of your goddamn mind. I'm about to turn these on my door. My dad lives in Florida. My dad lives down in Florida too. That's funny as shit. If I was fucking Florida, like, hey,
There are several
I killed a nigga
pictures.
and I chopped the body.
These individuals, and I'll tell you, if you're one of those individuals or you're the parent or guardian of one of these kids, it looks like they're young adults.
My fucking camera fell, no.
We just need to know who they are. Can they
My
come
stream
forward
can't go off
information?
my monitor. That's
They
crazy.
were actually in the house about an hour before the homicide occurred. So if anybody has any information, please come forward. As I said, you're not in trouble.
Man, no, they ain't tough boy.
Okay, so you rented along with his
Wanna
dad.
why?
Yeah, but his dad.
Because whenever someone's a witness or volunteer witness, whatever the fuck you want to pronounce that shit, either or, the first thing they're gonna do after you tell them your shit or before you tell them your shit, they're gonna ask for your name, your identity, they're gonna ask for your fucking shit, they're gonna run your shit, and even though you helped them out, if you got any warrants required or evasion violations, they're gonna take you into that shit, bro. Fuck all that. No one ain't gonna come close to that shit. No one ain't that fucking gullible.
They want one of you on each side of the house because homeboy may still be
What do you
inside.
think this
I'm
is?
surprised somebody hasn't
I don't care how bad the issue is. If it's in the hood will take care of it
Right,
themselves.
that's what I mean. Because
I heard and seen it, well not seen it, but I heard and seen a little bit about that shit, bro. I know damn well if something bad would happen in the hood, they take care of that shit themselves.
Was found not far from the
Is
crime
it good?
scene.
No.
It was also
But is
confirmed
it,
that the murderer was still inside
is
the
it valid?
house.
Fuck yes.
This immediately prompted the officers to adopt a defensive stance,
You guys
as
let
the
them
man
know
was
they want nothing
considered
to do with
dangerous
it.
and anything
But
could
now
happen
because they
at
have
any
shootouts in
moment.
the hood because they take care of their shit, you want to get home? No, leave them the fuck alone. Let them take care of their own justice. Whatever body drop, pick them up.
Guys, just so you know, you might
Now, kids get involved, that's different. Do your thing, kids get involved. Other than that, bro,
Unless he comes out that back door, they're challenging from the front. Let them give all the
that's tough,
commands.
bro. Like, it's not that fucking difficult, bro.
His bedroom.
Focus on the real
is on this side.
The white kid killed it. The white kid killed it. Like, focus on that kind of shit, bro. Like, it's for real. Like, I'm getting tired of that shit. The preachers on the street, smoking at the bus stop, near kids, bro. Arrest them niggas. I'm tired of that
A
shit, bro.
perimeter
You're
was
arresting regular
established around the
civilians with
suspect's
dumb,
house
petty ass
to
shit.
ensure that he had no means of
If
escape.
you're gonna arrest people with dumb, petty ass shit, arrest the people that's smoking on the bus stop, like next to the 2 Browns or whatever. That's some petty ass shit, valid petty ass shit you go arrest niggas for. That shit. Fucking stop arresting niggas over weed because they have over 2 ounces of weed with them, or because they have weed in their cars that's not lit. Whole shit like that, bro. Oh my god, that shit bothers the fuck out of me. Oh wow. And then they have the audacity to tell you, oh, we're doing it for your protection.
gonna talk it back to us. Someone's gonna put him in cuffs. He's coming up with a less lethal case we need
I don't even hate the police like that. I just hate certain officers. Like this one. Captain America. Captain America, Captain America.
Hey, Oscar! Walk to me! Keep your hands up! Walk to me!
Fuck that, nigga.
Walk to
You
me!
gotta walk to me.
Walk to me! Come
I
through!
ain't
Walk to
even,
me!
if that was me, I'd be like, you walk to
Come
me.
out.
I ain't getting shot in the
Come
back.
out!
You gotta
Keep
get
your hands
goddamn
up when you
money.
see him!
If I'm getting shot, it's
Come
a
out to
pistol in
me.
my hand shooting at y'all.
Come out to me!
That's all that. You walk to me.
Come toward me!
Shit.
You're good, boss. Just come out toward me.
This nigga's actually
Pick up the line or step over it. Step
Nah, bro.
Hey, sir, go inside,
Nah, dude. From that far away,
There you go.
dude, if he even looked like he was
Keep
doing
going
something, they
toward
would
me,
have
boss.
fucking light his ass up like Christmas.
Come here, buddy.
I am
Keep
good,
coming.
bro. Look at
Keep coming. Alright, do me a favor, boss. Turn around.
he's walking way
Turn
too
around,
fast.
face your
I'm
house,
good.
back up toward me.
I'm
Just
good,
keep your hands
bro.
up.
I'm telling you right
Keep
now,
your
if he was
hands up.
black,
Back up toward
full on
me.
black, they would have lit his
Back up
ass
toward me.
up
Keep
walking
coming,
that
buddy.
fast like that,
Keep
bro.
coming. Back up.
No lie, that how big
coming.
he is, bro.
Keep
Oh
coming.
my
Come
god.
on. Keep coming. Keep coming. Keep coming.
Bro, you're in that close. You come to me. I am good. Ah, good. You already have like 20 officers with rifles. I'm good, dog.
What's your name coming up, boss? You're just being detained for
Nah, bro, I'm
everybody's
good on
safety
that
right now.
shit.
Detectives are gonna talk to you.
Probably have a sniper on the roof
Anything for you
somewhere.
right now, boss. All right. Just here to make sure you're safe. Everybody's good. Detectives back there
Fuck,
are
this
gonna
chair is
have
hurting
chat
ass.
with
Not
you.
gonna lie, bro.
Yeah, we'll grab those. I got you, bud. I got you.
Hold on.
Oh,
There we go.
nobody else inside.
Nobody else inside. Any animals?
Damn.
No animals, but I don't give consent for anybody to go inside my house.
I never had this issue, guys. Sorry about that.
Just hold it.
Normally I prep this shit before I record. I'm not gonna edit this out, whatever, but normally I prep this shit before that, but I just really rushed it because I'm running out of time. I got things to do later today.
Step up. Just scoot all the way in.
Sorry about that.
No, not in
Man,
this
why? Dude, these niggas crazy fat, bro.
Okay, just twist your legs in and we'll shut this
For
and keep
how
the AC going
tall
for
he
you, okay?
is, bro, I'm surprised he didn't at least work out a little bit. He
Scoot
could
your
have
knee in
prevented
just a
all
little
that.
bit so it doesn't
For
get
how
you. There you
tall
go.
he is, I am 5'9" at most. 5'9" at the very most. At the very least, 5'8". Look at the fantastic. Like, well, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say that. I meant to say like, about to be 5'9". Like at the very fucking least,
That's above my pay grade. I'm just
fucking
waiting for it.
8'10".
When deputies inspected Randall's car, they noticed a white powdery substance, likely paint, on the seat and car handle. Additionally, they also found Oscar's time card on one of the seats. Neighbors reported seeing the car parked in the same spot for 2 to 3 days, but they had no knowledge of its occupants. Using metal detectors,
I'm not even that tall.
investigators
Nowadays,
found
the
Randall's
average
phone
kid
battery
be
discarded
calling
in the
out
canal
it.
behind Oscar's house.
The average kid's
However,
height
it
nowadays
was
literally
nothing
be
compared to
fucking
what they were going to find inside the
5
house.
foot
So
below
we're
with
gonna
6 foot
get you out of
2.
this car, and I'm gonna move you
My
right
average
back to
height
this
when I
car,
was
okay?
fucking 13, 14 was literally 5'5". That was the average
What's going on?
nigga's
The
height.
detectives are gonna come talk to you.
6 foot was tall. Consider back when I was younger.
He's back there. He's gonna come up. I got you. It seems like I'm the only guy in handcuffs. That's not gonna work on that, okay?
I'm literally 5'9".
It's better if you face us and just
At the very least,
that eye sergeant was almost wearing glasses.
5'8".
Let the control watch your guy there, you know. There's kind of short there. Alright.
Every time I get measured, it's always 5'9". So sometimes, I don't know if it's a scale, but sometimes when I go to doctors, because it's every scale every time for some reason. Every time I get measured on the scale, most times it'll be 5'9", but there'll be one case where it'll be 5'8". I think sometimes the scale will be good, but that's why I think I'm confused. And it took me like a good few months just to get, like, not physically figure out how to add, but like, fix where I don't look like that. This nigga got that height on him, bro. Got that look. He's lucky to have that height. Sorry, I'm a little fucking, a little fried right now, so but at the same time, this nigga got that height and chilling stuff, though. That's crazy, bro. I don't got he looks like the type of fool where he'll stack 2 pieces together, make like 3 or 4 sandwiches.
And I'll make sure that you
Chop up fucking 5 potatoes, but like in big, like big chunks. I know a couple people like that. This is like that type of food. Why are they still not even have the shades? Because I know damn well if I had shades on my head, and then let's say if I caught another case, if I would have shades on my, yeah, I'm about to say, what the fuck? They would have took that away a long time ago.
Looks like a red on one. And I got a white one, not a...
The police wasted no time and entered Oscar's house once the search warrant was secured. What they were about to discover would leave them utterly shocked.
See what this dude's hiding. You know, a lot of people don't realize when you kill someone and try and hide the body, bro, you have better chances of leaving the body at the crime scene, bro. So, why the fuck you gonna take the body with you and try and dispose of it, bro? That leaves a strong chance. It doesn't matter if you clean it out, bro. The scent is still there. That's why when you're gonna kill someone, you leave, like, you dump bleach on it, burn it, like, bury a pit for it. Don't ever have it in your house or something like that. Oh, yeah, here we go. Oh, yeah, this is weird. I saw the title, but pretty much like a goddamn.
All footage, including scenes from inside the house, has been censored by the police department. However, according to their reports, there was a hole in the living room tile surrounded by blood and multiple blood spatters on nearby objects. One of the dining table legs in an adjacent room was stained with blood. A wedding ring and other personal items later identified as Randall's were found, along with apparent bloodstains on the bathroom floor. Multiple black trash bags containing suspected human remains, confirmed to belong to Randall, were scattered around the house.
We didn't even try to fucking, bro, come on. You never seen movies where you put plastic around? Because I'm not saying everything in movies work. I'm not saying that. So like there's certain shit that they put in movies that actually do shit. Like put plastic around your house. They're gonna kill someone, chop them up. You need to prepare your house for that shit. Blood and dust and all that shit reeks and stings like a
Police that Oscar
motherfucker.
had moved to Florida to live near him.
All that shit was
It was his dad who had hired a driver to ferry Oscar to work, and it was his dad who had placed the food order that cost Randall his life. However, despite the officer's best efforts to get information out of Oscar, reports say he told them nothing.
30-year-old Oscar Solis is now behind bars, but the sheriff
I
says he's
never
not
caught
talking.
his body, but I know damn well it's gonna stay because it's literally blood, guts, human remains. It's literally all that shit. That type of shit does not go easy. You need fucking acid, other shit to get rid of it. And I know this by not by experience, but by movies, by research, by fucking science. I was listening to science growing up, Spice the Gut and all that shit. So I know
This is what 1
all
million
that
puppies
shit.
looks like. That's a
That's
lot
what I'm
of
saying.
cuteness.
I don't get why, like,
This is
you
what
don't
1
even have to be
million brains
smart
looks
to fucking
like.
know that type of common sense. If I kill someone, I ain't gonna hide it because that's more targeted. You got dismember of the body,
Later,
dispose of the
residents of
body,
the
hiding
houses
the
near
body.
where Randall's car was found were contacted for any
You got all
additional
that.
information.
That's more targeted. I'd rather just fucking drop the nigga, leave him there, maybe take his wallet, not gonna lie, take his shit, and shit. So what?
I see the car was there for, I don't know. When the car was there, somebody
Shut the
called.
fuck up, you know.
Oh, they left you a card?
Oh, okay, never mind, sorry. I
The
thought
car was there for the
this poor ass fool on the side. Oh my god,
Okay, so
bro.
yeah, well, I'm probably asking what he was wanting to talk to you about. So I see you have cameras. Do they work?
Yes. Yeah.
Bro, he looks like one of them.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a
I'm not even
bald
saying
guy,
because
bald guy,
he looks like one of them
bald-shaped
ones,
head,
bro.
Big guy with tattoos on his
Like, you
face.
know,
Oh, estoy buscando un hombre que tiene tatuaje.
cowboy, a red cap on the head, a little flag that says America,
Where were the bags? They're right there.
type shit.
You can, when you pass by here, you can kind of smell it.
He's one of those. Retired.
Yeah, it's right
You
here.
ever heard of retired gangbanger?
Jesus Christ.
What he did was demonic. But at the same time, we couldn't answer the question why. What the relationship? There doesn't appear to be any relationship. All it appears is that there was a gentleman who was working, was doing his last delivery of the night, and this person killed him.
And then he became a delivery.
And he took him away
He
from
was
his
probably gonna
family.
mail his box
Melanie
pieces out or
DeSilva
something. I
talking
don't know.
about her stepdad.
That's the only thing I
He's
can think of.
perfect.
You're probably gonna mail that shit out. Ship it.
Always there, just no matter what.
His life
Chop him
taken
up from the
suddenly
delivery.
at the hands of a stranger.
You wanted to make his last delivery and then became
on
the
my phone
delivery.
from last
That's
Monday.
fucking crazy.
Of just his voice and him telling me how much he
Man, that
loves
dude.
me and how much he's there for
I kind
me.
of feel
Cook
bad,
was a
but at the
talented
same time,
graphic designer.
he looked like he
according to
already lived
DeSilva.
his life.
He was doing Uber Eats recently to make some extra money. A humble
He didn't have
man,
a
she
pistol?
says never said anything bad about anyone.
He was the most perfect man, and I can hope that there's a guy out there even close to him.
2 days after Randall went missing, his daughter posted a piece written by her mother about what the family was going through. Randall had been the sole breadwinner, and what happened to him
This nigga
had
looks like a
completely
fool.
devastated the family.
I
It
feel
was
bad, but this
heart-wrenching
dude looks like
even
a
for
fool.
the
Who wears?
deputies to deliver the news.
Bro, I don't even care if you're the richest man alive. I would never wear shit like that. I can never understand why rich people wear shit like that. That's stupid shit. I wouldn't even wear. I wear the same regular rags I wear all the time. Simple black ass jeans, fucking regular t-shirt, hoodie or a flannel. That's it, bro. I don't do like maybe Air Force One, fucking shit like that. I don't wear nothing else but that. Watch, no other jewelry. That's it, bro. I'm good. I like to dress average. I don't like none of them. You wanna know why? For one, if you don't have an undershirt on, you wear like one of the nice ass designer shirts, bro, or just like fake designer shirts, whatever. There's certain materials on it that absorb sunlight, absorb heat. If you don't got no undershirt on, it's gonna sweat. You're gonna sweat. Like it's literally gonna show the print when you take off the shirt. It's really gonna show the print of whatever it has on it on your fucking skin. It happened to me a lot of times. That's why I don't wear that shit. Because I don't wear undershirts so much. It's expensive as fuck. My dog likes to chew them up. Big ass puppy likes to chew them up. So I don't really get them. It's my fault. I used to leave them out. That's why I don't get them. They're like fucking like $25 a pack. Just for a 3-pack. I'm good, bro. I'd rather order them online and go to That's why I just wear regular t-shirts. Black, white, red, blue. I wear regular t-shirts. Regular shit. Even if I was rich, I'd wear regular shit. I'd be in a regular house. Maybe a 2-story at most. No mansions, no boilers, none of that shit. I'm good. I'd stack the rest of that money up. Because let's say if I had to defend myself in my home, pop a nigga, empty a whole clip, a dummy mag, have a top with a switch on my other gun, whatever the case, I have the money to get out of that shit. Easy. Get the best lawyer in my state, hit him up, be like, hey, I got a scenario, I got the money for you, nigga. I'll give you $1 million right now. $2 million max that, depending on your goddamn time. Come handle this right now. Easily, back, because no, you best know. There's gonna be one day in everyone's life where you're gonna have to defend yourself, whether you shoot them, stab them, snap their neck, whatever. And it's gonna somehow get you on. And then once the killing, I'm not even gonna, bro. Once the murder, I can't even say murder. Once you kill the nigga, whoever it is, they're gonna look at every variable, every single piece of evidence, and if it even looks bad. Like let's say there's no camera. Let's say if there's a couple on one side of the building and there's no
Police camera had on not that shared side. the gruesome details with Randall's
blind on that
wife,
side where you're
but
at.
someone later contacted his daughter and
They're
revealed
gonna
what
look
had
at
actually
like
happened.
they're gonna look at that in a bad way. In most cases, they're gonna depending on if you're black or not. In most cases, if you're black, to be honest, they look at that in a bad fucking way. I don't even know the right words.
Contacted his
I don't
daughter
even know the right
and
words
revealed what had actually happened.
because I never got caught in that type of situation. At least not yet. I just know from my brother, not my brothers. I know from family members, homies. Yeah, that's why I fuck around with that shit, bro.
Sheriff officer, all of they see my post, that, she knew where he's missing. She contacted me and saying all this stuff. So, and someone else said, she's got me in the head, this and that, but Chris, so I didn't want to tell her. I just wanted to know for myself, because I don't need her to know that. I don't know who this person is. My boyfriend said, stop talking to her. She could be a part of something, try to get information.
I wouldn't even go on. I'm sure there's stuff on Facebook when I don't comment on it.
After a while, I'm like, seriously, I'm not going to
nothing more 28 days.
That nigga's called
He
broken.
dropped me off after work about 2:30, didn't want to go back down. I said, well, we kind of need the money, maybe a couple
Hey,
hours.
that's just another thing I've been wondering. How come all the sergeants, all the lieutenants and shit, how come they're not best up?
Cannot put that.
Like,
We did nothing wrong.
is that just in the shows, or like,
What would he want you to do?
or is it just depending on the state? Like Chicago, but you get that stuff. Because I noticed almost in most states, the sergeant that comes on scene is never best up. Some are, but most aren't. He might have a little level 3 vest, but I don't. He has no body armor. Like all these other officers got body armor, but he don't. Like what the fuck? Like that's what I don't understand. He's the main nigga. Shouldn't he have fucking body armor on him? Would you one of them type of sergeants that trying to look professional? That's what I'm saying. Fuck look professional. As long as I got my uniform, I'm vesting up. I'm body armor up. Especially if I know I'm going in the hood and I'm straight up wearing all blue, like you know, part of the blue.
Why? Why did they just take the
Vesting up, you best believe I'm gonna have body armor everywhere. Fucking grenades everywhere, nigga. I'm strapped up like a motherfucker.
The family was going through
You're
an
police, you're in the
unimaginably
hood,
tough
you best be
situation,
having the
and the
fucking
officers were
artillery on
doing
you
their
because
best to ensure they didn't
once
feel
you
helpless.
step on them wrong, once you disrespect them, they don't play. Most police don't play that shit.
Surrendering himself.
Most police don't play that shit. I don't even know by experience. I just know. I just fucking know. Like in certain states like Chicago, what was that one? The worst city in America, St. Louis. The worst city in America, they don't play. They definitely don't play that shit. Shout out to them. They're doing their own thing. I'm saying most. I don't even want to go there, but yeah. I'm just saying. Crazy. That's why I don't fuck around like that. If I'm ever in the hood, like the hood, like for example, the hood of Tucson or the hood of my state, Arizona, anyway, I'm careful as a motherfucker. I don't wear no color. And if I do, I'm wearing black jeans with it. That's why I don't wear all black.
I can possibly help you out with that. So don't before you go do anything.
Okay, I'll talk to you.
Yeah.
And the boss was already buying me food tonight. I never remember that. My best friend's like, my boss is going to buy you food. Oh, that's nice. That's good. You're so good. Because I'm not doing good at karamas.
I'm trying to get you some free food up here too because the sponge docks on them. They ought to start. Yeah, but I don't think they know. I mean, you know. I know. It's all. You're gonna get flooded with this.
He was more than a father to her than her father.
Really murder though, that's
Just
what I'm
that
trying to
I keep getting ripped off. You know, my mom died 56, my dad 61, him 59. And I've already outlived all. Just crazy. But at least I got a lot stronger today than yesterday, because if I would have had a double whammy yesterday, I don't think I would have made it. We went to, what was that called? I took her for a little ride. Ricky's, all our favorite places.
It's sad. Same time, bro. He was kind of asked. Oh yeah, I forgot. Never mind. I remember this. But yeah, at the same time, that's what I was saying. At the same time, this dude didn't have a. He was a billionaire. He didn't have no guns in the house, and he didn't have a record.
Oscar had a long
If I had all that money, I'd
including
be
battery,
using most of it
robbery,
to get me
resisting arrest,
as
and
many
more,
artillery, as
and
much
had always been
artillery
known
as
as a violent
possible.
individual.
I have a
For
tank in my
Randall's
goddamn
murder,
garage.
he
Like,
was initially charged with
I have
parole
all that
violation
shit, bro. I
and
ain't
failure
spending
to
no money on no
register as
fancy
a
cars.
convicted
I'm
felon.
getting me that artillery.
Once Randall's remains were
Me and that
identified,
artillery,
Oscar
bro.
was
Give it
charged
to my
with
family,
murder
give it
during
to
the
my mom,
commission
give
of
it
a
to
robbery.
But I'm getting me that
Currently
artillery.
behind the bars, Oscar's
What do you mean
trial
by
has been
artillery,
scheduled
G?
in January
Claymores,
2025.
grenades, fucking
YouTube thinks you'll love the
LSD,
video on screen.
fucking the long coat,
Click
try
to
to stick
watch
that shit
now.
on for my window, all
Did your
that.
teenager develop depression,
Bunker that
anxiety, or
motherfucker,
eating
bulletproof
disorders
windows,
after
bulletproof
becoming
glass.
addicted to
Find
social
a way to
media
get that shit. You
platforms?
best
A
believe
global
money
settlement
talks.
may be coming in 2025.
Once you have all that money, bro,
These
you can get
platforms
almost
allegedly
anything
failed
you
to
look
protect vulnerable
right.
youth.
Or if you just have them connect. But anyway, that's it, squad.
You are
That's it,
about to
guys.
see Johnny's Hilton.
I hope y'all enjoy that shit. It's been a hell of a fucking video. I mean, not as crazy as the last one. Not as funny as the last one, but it's kind of sad. But at the same time, that nigga asked for it. Or should I say that fool asked for it. Because if you had all that money, instead of spending on a big-ass mansion, fucking nice-ass cars, why not get you a fucking, like, not even just one gun. Why not get you a whole fucking arsenal? Or at least one pistol. Like, at least something. Like, bro, you telling me you wear all that shit and you have all that money and you post all that bullshit saying you're rich, you made it, you fucking packed the bag, whatever, bro, but you don't fucking get you a pistol? I've seen the most broken people who live in the brokest city of America have guns. Like a whole fucking, like they may have old rifles and shit, but they got guns, they got something. You have all this money, but instead of getting a gun with it, you fucking post it, expecting you to not have anything happen to you, bro. I'm not even rich, and I expect to get robbed almost any damn day, because I know I'm in a much better position than most tweakers out in Arizona. And most tweakers, you best believe, most tweakers got guns out in Arizona. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's stupid. If you have all that money, get you a fucking pistol. At least something. I'm not even close to being rich, and I have brass knuckles, I have a hatchet, I have a pistol, I have fucking all kinds of shit. Just because not even because I'm paranoid or I love my safety, I love my Second Amendment. It's because I've always loved weapons as a kid, so I'm always gonna have weapons regardless. It doesn't matter if, ands, or buts. I'm glad I'm not scared of guns or nothing. Because I'm glad I was born loving guns, because this is like, out here is crazy nowadays. It doesn't matter. Well, not in every state in the United States is crazy, but most states, depending on where you're at. If you're next to the border, get you a pistol. The only kind of people you should not point your pistol at, unless you're ready to go down, unless you're ready to meet Jesus, or spend the rest of your life in prison until you meet Jesus, is the police, bro. Don't point it at them, because they will light your ass up and get you packing to go see God himself real fucking quick. Unless you're one of them lucky ones that they just fucking tase your ass or tackle you or fucking scare you somehow to where you drop your ass down. Because even if I had, like, I can have a rifle on me, I ain't not raising that. I'm throwing that shit as far as I can and jumping my ass on the fucking ground like I did that one night. I didn't have no gun. I mean, I had a gun on me, but I didn't have it in my hand. As soon as I had a grenade, like the mic launchers, all that shit pointed at my face, no taser at all, just the dogs, all that shit, rifles and shit. I dropped to the ground like, fuck, like, dude, so fast. I scraped myself in glass, all that shit. I didn't even feel it. That's how fast I jumped. My heart was pumping so fast, bro. I was just worried about not getting shot. I thought I was gonna get shot just by jumping on the ground. No lie. I don't fuck around with police like that, bro. I'll run, but I won't fucking. The only time I'll ever get in a shootout like that is if I know I'm getting life. Like in that case, that instance. That nigga's stupid. He walked out of there like he's just gonna spend one night in jail and get out, bro. Nah. If I was him, I would either shot myself in the head or fucking have a shootout with police. Cause I'd rather be carried by 6 and judged by 12 and then carried by fucking like a vehicle. Be buried on the ground with nothing but a plate with a number, so your family can't even see you because it's gonna be hard. You know how many fucking numbers are on the ground right now, bro? You can't even call them people; they call them numbers. So I'd rather have a shootout with them, because then at least I keep my name when I get buried. No lie. Doesn't matter how many cops you kill before you die, before you get shot in the head, 3 in the chest, whatever. You're still gonna have your tombstone with your name on it. You're still gonna have a proper burial. Die in prison, die in jail, you die in federal prison, you ain't gonna have none of that. You're just gonna have a plaque with a little fucking number on it. That's you. In the middle of all that. All them numbers. Good on that. Good. Like I said, the only time I'll surrender myself and not do that is if I know I'm gonna get out at some point in my life. I'm good. I'll get out. Good behavior. I'm good. It just depends on the crime. But I'm done with all that shit. I've been done with all that shit for the last year and a half. Ever since my last case, I've been done with all that shit. I'm about to be 25 in less than a year and a half, like in less than a year and a month. I'm about to be 24 next month. I'm good on all that shit. I'm trying to focus on my brand full time right now. I tell as much story times as I can before I die, because I want all my history to be on something. So this channel is basically meant for that. I hope you guys enjoyed. The SMG, it's been a blast. I'm gonna come back with a couple more story times. I'll see y'all next time. I got a couple of good story time bangers for the next time, bro. I'm probably gonna upload another video later today after this one. Most likely a story time. I hope y'all be safe, stay big, stay safe, and yeah, have a good day. Peace.